The call came at 3:17 a.m. No ringtone, just vibration, like a pulse under my skin. I was standing in the hallway, lights off, watching the front door. I already knew she wasn't alone. You learn these things when silence becomes routine and excuses start arriving before questions do. The message was short. I have something you need to see. No name, no explanation. I didn't reply. At 3:54 a.m., the lock turned. She stepped inside, laughing. Soft, careless, borrowed laughter. The kind that doesn't belong to marriage. Her heels were in her hand. Hair messy, lipstick faded, confidence drunk on attention that wasn't mine. She hugged me. I felt it immediately. A different cologne. Warm, male, not imagination. Her dress wrinkled, her underwear missing. She looked up at me, eyes bright, unafraid. "Why are you awake?" I waited. Let the silence pressure her lungs. "It's just a party," she said finally. "Are you jealous?" I smiled. Not because I was calm, because I was certain. Jealousy is loud. Knowing is quiet. She walked past me, still talking, words bouncing off walls, excuses rehearsed so often they sounded natural. I followed her with my eyes, noting details the way soldiers do before a breach. The phone buzzed again, this time photos, her lips on a stranger's neck. Her skirt pulled high enough to erase doubt. Hands, plural, on her thighs. The timestamp was from 2 hours ago. I didn't feel anger. Not yet. First came clarity. Every late night, every girl's dinner, every unexplained smile at nothing. Patterns assemble themselves once you stop protecting the lie. She came back into the hallway, saw my face and paused. "What?" she asked. I tilted my phone so the light hit my eyes, not hers. "Not yet." "I'm tired," I said. "Go sleep." Suspicion flickered. Just a flicker. She nodded slowly and disappeared into the bedroom. I stood there long after the door closed, scrolling through evidence that felt less like discovery and more like confirmation. The detective didn't dramatize. Professionals never do. Truth doesn't need decoration. Photo after photo, angles chosen to remove denial. I thought about confronting her right then. I didn't. People confess when they believe they still have control. I wanted her relaxed, careless, honest in the way liars become when they think they're safe. In the dark hallway, I planned. Not revenge, not rage, order. Because betrayal isn't an accident. It's a system. And systems collapse best when you understand every moving part. Morning came quietly. She slept like the innocent always do. Deep, unburdened, certain the world is still arranged for their comfort. I watched her breathe, memorizing the rhythm the way you do before leaving a place forever. At 9:12 a.m., the email arrived. Hotel receipts, cash payments, names she never mentioned, and one last folder, labeled with my address. I printed everything. Paper feels heavier than screens, harder to deny. When she woke, I was already dressed. She smiled at me from the bed. Too easy, too practiced. "You're quiet today," she said. I placed the envelope on the table between us. No drama, no speech, just wait. "What's this?" she asked, laughing once. "Open it." Her fingers slowed after the first photo. The laugh died mid-breath. She flipped pages faster, panic escalating as familiarity turned into exposure. Her face broke in stages. Confusion, fear, recognition. "Who did this?" she whispered. I sat down. "I paid him," I said. Silence cracked the room. She looked at me like I was a stranger. Maybe I was. The version of me she manipulated didn't exist anymore. "You followed me?" she asked. "No," I said. "I observed you." She stood up, words spilling now, excuses, blame, rewrites of history. It was almost impressive how quickly liars improvise when cornered. It didn't mean anything. It was just attention. "I never loved them." I let her finish. Then I slid the final document forward. Divorce papers, signed. Her knees buckled. She reached for the chair like gravity had suddenly doubled. "You're not even angry," she said, voice breaking. "Don't you feel anything?" I thought about that. About the nights I waited. About the man I became while she performed loyalty like theater. "I did," I said, "just not anymore." That's when it hit her. Anger would have meant she mattered. Silence meant she didn't. I stood, picked up my coat, and paused at the door. "By the way," I added without turning back, "the photos go to your parents at noon, and the other men's partners, shortly after." Her sob hit the wall behind me. I didn't flinch. Outside, the air felt sharp, clean, honest in a way rooms never are after lies have lived in them. I walked without looking back, not because I won, but because I was done. Betrayal doesn't end with forgiveness. It ends when the betrayer realizes they were never as clever as they thought. And when I closed that door, I left her with the truth, which was the cruelest thing I could have given her.